While Winnikinne's forest is being restored to more resemble the woods of a century ago, the Plug Pond area still contains remnants of what was, in its day, one of the most luxurious estates in Haverhill. We visited the area to see just what remains of Birchbrow. I'm standing here where the stunning 33-room Birchbrow estate once stood. Less than 70 years ago, this entire area was fully cleared, but standing here today amongst these tall maples and birches, it's hard to imagine any differently. Birchbrow owner Thomas Sanders was a friend of Alexander Graham Bell. Sanders financed much of Bell's work and allowed Bell to use his house on Canosa Street for early telephone experiments. The first ever business-to-business telephone call was placed here in Haverhill at his home. He built Birchbrow at the huge expense of $385,000 in 1880, the equivalent of $9 million today. I'm standing here in one of the many cellar holes here on the Birchbrow estate. If this was 1880, there'd be about 30 rooms above my head right now. But standing here today, all I see is trees and sunlight. To give you an idea of the scope of this place, I'm standing in front of this gigantic cistern here at Birchbrow. As you can see, this thing is about twice as tall as I am, and all it was for is to collect rainwater for the Birchbrow estate. His family lived in the house for decades, until it was abandoned in the 1930s. The house was taken down in 1948, but you can still see the cellar holes of the home and stable here behind Plug Pond. I'm here at what we think was the entrance to Birchbrow. As you can see behind me, you can barely see Plug Pond through all these trees. But back in the 1930s, this was a clear and unobstructed view. As you can see, the Winnikinne area has changed a lot over the last 100 years, and no doubt it will continue to change over the next 100 years. But if you're interested in seeing Birchbrow, take a right at Plug Pond, go up the hill, and come check it out for yourself.